Hello children, how are you all? I hope you are all safe at home. Right, welcome to today's session. We are going to start a new concept that is simple equations. So what is simple equation? It is an equation. It formed by variables, the combination of variables and constant values, including equal sign. So in the previous session already we discussed algebraic expressions. Right? So how expression is formed, how to add two expressions, how to subtract two expressions, how to identify whether the given terms are like terms or not. Already we discussed these are all things. So from the expression only equation will form. Okay? Let us take a simple example. See, when we add 3 times of x and 5 is 30. 3 times of x and 5. 3 times of x and 5. 3 times of x and 5 is 30. So this expression we are going to this whatever the given statement we are going to convert in terms of an equation. Right? What is an equation? See this here. 3 times of x. That is 3x and 5. So we are adding 5. 3 times of x and add 5. Here you should write, don't get confusion. By adding 5 is 30. Okay? 3 times of x and add 5. I am going to multiply 3 times of x. I am adding 5 is nothing but is equal to 30. Right? See this here, children. This is a simple equation. How can you say that this is an equation? Because here there are two parts are there. In that, in between those two parts we have is equal sign. Okay? Whenever you can see that is equal to sign, that is called an equation. That means when you see that simple balance, if both are equal in share in both the plates, then it will be a simple balance. Both will be equal. Here also same thing. This whatever the part, this is nothing but LHS, left hand side, and this is called right hand side. If these two are equal, then we can keep it as equal symbol. So then how can you equate this? It depends on the value of x here. Depend on the value of x, these two will become equal. Is it clear, children? Depend on the value of x. Okay, if you substitute something value in the place of x, you can simplify this LHS part, you will get the RHS part. Is it clear, children? When an expression is equal to something value, when the expression will become is equal to something value, okay, then we can say it is an equation. Very simple, we can say that simple equation is nothing but it contains equal sign. It contains equal sign. It has two parts. Left side of the is equal to sign is nothing but the left hand side. The second part which is right hand side of the equality sign. Equal is nothing but both must be same. Okay. Depend on the value of the variable. Depend on the value of the x here. We can find out these two are equal. Whatever may be the value. Okay. But it contain only single value. It contain only single value to satisfy this condition. Clear, children? This is one of the condition. We can say that it is a simple equation. What is simple equation? It contains equal sign. Okay. An algebraic expression contain equal sign is called a simple equation. We can say generally. Right, children? That means that here in both the parts must be equal. Both the parts must be equal. Let us take one more. When we add 10 to y is when you add 10 to y is become 15. Okay, so we don't know the value of y here. So this I am going to write in the form of expression, in the form of equation. So when we are adding 10 to y become 15. Okay, this is one type of equation. Is it clear? Y plus 10 is equal to 15. When we add 10 to the y, we we are adding these two, is 15. Okay, when we are adding 10 to y is 15. So here this is nothing but LHS part, okay, and this is nothing but RHS part. Is it clear? In 6th standard you discussed find the value of the expression. Okay, right? In algebra expression, in algebra we discussed all those things. The same thing we are going to discuss here also, which is contain equal sign. Depend on the y value, it will become equal. See, if you substitute y equal to 5, 5 plus 10 is equal to 15. So this is an equation, right? At y equal to 5, this is will satisfy something value of x here. To get 15 here, suppose here 8 point something value, right? Both must be multiplied. You will get plus 5 become 30. Clear, children? So here also something fraction you have to substitute here, right? So 25 by 3 you have to substitute x equal to 25 by 3. You will get 30 here, right? So here also y equal to 5 to substitute, it will become 15. So like this, whatever the given statement, we should convert into equation form. Then find the value of the variable. So it contain variable is nothing but it contain different values. It's not a fixed. But whereas come to the equation, it contain a fixed value. That we are going to find out by solving this equation. Right, children? So let us discuss some examples. Right. Let us discuss more examples to understand in a better way. Right. So example 1. How equation will form, that we are going to discuss now. So children, see, if you subtract 8 from y or from k, you will get 12. This is one statement. What is the statement here? If you subtract 8 from k, the result you will get is 12. This is the result. Okay. So how it will be? Write the expression in equation form. Solution. What is that here? If you subtract 8 from k, so k minus 8, you will get 12. So in between these two, we need to keep that symbol equality sign. You will get means this is result. Okay, that is result. You need to write equality sign between these two. Up to here one statement, this is the result. Clear, children? When we subtract 8 from k, you will get 12. Okay, that is k minus 8 is equal to 12. Right? Now next statement. The sum of 5 times of p, the sum of 5 times of p and 11 is 28. See this here. The sum of 5 times of p and 11 is 28. Is means equality sign. See, we are going to write an equation. 5 times of p, 5p, sum means plus 11, which is equal to how much it is? 28. Okay, when you are multiplying, when you have 5 times of p is nothing but 5 into p, and the sum they given is nothing but add 11. So 5p plus 11 is equal to, the answer will become 28. Okay, now let us take one more statement. Right, next, let us take one more. See, if you divide x by 3, you will get 30. See this here, children. If you divide x by 3, x is divided by 3 here. Okay. If you divide x by 3, you will get 30. Okay, so that is x divided by 3 is equal to 30. This is one more equation. This is one equation. This is one more equation. See this here. These three are the. So whatever the given statement, by using that statement, we will write the equation. See, if you divide x by 3, that is x divided by 3, you will get 30. That is, when x is divided by 3, the result will become 30 here. So from this we can find out x value. Can you tell me what is the value of x here? Right, x is equal to 90. Because it is a very simple equation, we can find out very easily. Because 90 divided by 3, result will become 30. So here also, the value of p is something here. So 28 minus 11 is nothing but 17. So p equal to 17 by 5. Okay, you will get this value will become 28. And here k minus 8 is equal to 12. Then k will become 20. Because 20 minus 8 is equal to 12. It's a very simple equation, sir. Right, children? You please write down these three examples. Right, children? Let us discuss how to solve an equation. Solve is nothing but we need to find the value of the variable, the given variable. For which value of the variable the given equation is satisfied. Let us take a simple example. Okay. Solve x plus 3 is equal to 5. Right? For which value of the variable x this equation will satisfy. Further, we are going to use a simple method, that is trial and error method. Trial and error method we are going to solve. Trial and error method. Okay, that means here we need to substitute x equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like that. Okay, right. So the given equation is x plus 3 is equal to 5. Now, first one is if x is equal to 1. Okay, so 1 plus 3 is equal to 5. So 1 plus 3 is nothing but 4. 4 is not equal to 5. So x equal to 1, the given equation is not satisfied. Okay. So now it is not satisfied. Now next is what? If x is equal to 2. If x is equal to 2, what will happen? In the place of x, you replace 2. 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. So 5 is equal to 5. Yes, sir. At x equal to 2, it is satisfied. It is satisfied. When x is equal to 2, the given equation is satisfied. This is called trial and error method. So if you keep on substitute x equal to 1, x equal to 2, x equal to 3, wherever you will get both must be equal. That is left hand and right hand must be equal. Then only we can say it is satisfied. So in this case, we got the value of x. Variable x is nothing but 2 here. Is it clear, children? So by using trial and error method, this is one type of method we can solve the given equation. There are so many methods are there. First one is trial and error method. So by using trial and error method, we can find out the value of the variable x. Okay, by substituting x equal to 1, x equal to 2, x equal to 3. Okay, if you satisfy the given equation at whatever the value, that value is the variable. That is the value of the variable x. So in this case here x equal to 1 is not satisfied. So x is equal to 1 is not satisfied the given equation. So then we can go for next value, that is x equal to. If x equal to, it will become satisfied. So therefore the value of the variable is here 2. 2 will satisfy the given equation. No other value will satisfy the given equation. Right, children? Children, let us discuss exercise 4.1. Okay, 4.1 exercise. In that first question is complete the last column of the table. See this here, in this table you have 11 questions are there. First one is the given serial number, equation, value of the variable, say whether the equation is satisfied or not. Okay, so let us discuss. First one is x plus 3 is equal to 0, where x is equal to 3. The given equation is x plus 3 equal to 0. And the value of the variable is x. Whether it is satisfied or not, we need to find out. That means what we are going to do? We need to substitute x equal to 3 directly in the place of x. Okay, the given equation is x plus 3 equal to 0 and the value of the x is 3 here. So substitute x equal to 3 in the given equation. So what you are going to get here in the given equation, when we substitute x equal to 3, so 3 plus 3 will become 0. That is 6 is equal to 0. Is 6 is equal to 0 or not? No, it is not satisfying because 6 is not equal to 0. So therefore here you can say that it is not satisfying. It is not satisfied. Okay, it is not satisfied. That means when x equal to 3, this equation is not equal. Okay, that is when you substitute x equal to 3, 3 plus 3 will become 6. 6 equal to 0? No, 6 is not equal to 0. So therefore it is not satisfied. Clear children? Now let us discuss one more problem. Now in that same question, let us discuss sixth one. Fifth one I am going to solve. That is x minus 7 is equal to 1, where x is equal to 8 is given. See, the given one equation is x minus 7 is equal to 1 and the value of the variable is x is equal to 8 here. So now solution. So given that x minus 7 is equal to 1 and the value of the variable is x is equal to 8. So here substitute x equal to 8 in the given equation. So what you are going to get here when you substitute x equal to 8 in the given equation. In the place of ax, substitute 8. 8 minus 7 is equal to 1. So 1 is equal to 1. Yes, both are equal. The left hand side and right hand side both are equal we got. So therefore here, yes, it is satisfied. Yes, it is satisfied. Okay. So this is the way we need to, whether it is satisfied or not, to check the given value of the variable in the equation. If you substitute in the equation, whether both LHS and RHS are equal, we can say it is satisfied. If LHS is not equal to RHS, we can say it is not satisfied. You can write simply no in the last column. If it is yes, you can write yes. Copy these two. Next, question number 2. Check whether the value given in the brackets is a solution to the given equation or not. So just now we discussed, we need to substitute in the place of variable whatever the given value in the bracket. Simplify this part LHS, whether you will get right hand side, whether you will get the same value or not. Okay, if both are equal, it is solution of the equation. Otherwise, it is not a solution. Right, children? So here, very simple we can solve. So given equation is given that 7n plus 5 is equal to 19. Okay, and also the given the value is n is equal to 2. So now substitute n equal to 2 in the given equation. Okay, in the given equation, if you substitute n is equal to 2, what will get here? Which is implies 7 into 2 plus 5 is equal to 19. Bracket is nothing but multiplication. Okay, now 7 2s are 14 plus 5 is equal to 19. So here we got 19 is equal to 19. Right, both are equal we got. So therefore here we can write therefore n is equal to 2 is a solution. Solution of equation that is 7n plus 5 is equal to 19. Right, children? Now come to you can solve a bit also. So here given equation is given that the equation is 4p minus 3 and otherwise the given the value is p equal to minus 4. So now substitute substitute p is equal to -4, which is implies 4 into -4 -3. Sorry, which is equal to 13. Okay, now which is equal to 13. So 4 into 4. One is a positive integer, one is negative integer. When we multiply one positive, one negative, we get negative only. So 4 4s are 16. -16 -3 is equal to 13. In the latest part, both are negative integers. We can add and keep negative sign. So -19 is equal to 13. See, this here one is positive, one is negative, and as well as here it is 19, here it is a 13. So here LHS is not equal to RHS. Therefore here p is equal to -4 is not a solution. Is not a solution of a given equation. 4p -3 is equal to 13. Right, children? This is a way whether the given value of a variable is a solution or not of the given equation. We need to check. Please copy these two. Children, let us discuss question number 3. Solve the following equations by trial and error method. So trial and error method, we need to substitute the value of a given variable is here p. So p equal to 1, substitute, simplify. If LHS equal to RHS, then that is the solution. If it is not LHS equal to RHS, then we can substitute p equal to 2, p equal to 3, like that. Whatever the value of p, the given equation is satisfied, you can stop the process. That is the solution of the equation, right? So now solution, given that a given equation is given that 5p plus 2 is equal to 17. Okay, trial and error method means first of all we can start from p equal to 1. So if p is equal to 1, that means we are substituting p equal to 1 in the given equation. Now which is implies 5 into 1 plus 2 is equal to 17. So 5 plus 2 is equal to 17. 5 plus 2 is nothing but 7. 7 is equal to 7, which is not satisfied. At p equal to 1, this equation is not satisfied. Now, so here p is equal to 1. Right, at p equal to 1, it is not satisfied. Next, we need to substitute p equal to 2. Okay. Next, if p is equal to, okay, if p is equal to 2, right, then the given equation 5 into 2, in the place of p substitute 2, which is equal to 17. 5 2s are 10 plus 2 is equal to 17. So 12 is equal to 17. Even 5 p equal to 2 is also not satisfied. At p equal to 2, it is not satisfied. It is not satisfied. Next, third case is if p is equal to 3. If p equal to 3, what will happen here? 5 into 3 plus 2 is equal to 17. 5 3s are 15. 15 plus 2 is equal to 17. So 17 is equal to 17. Yes, sir. At p equal to 3, the given equation is satisfied. At p equal to 3, 5p plus 2 is equal to 7 is satisfied. Okay, if this is satisfied, therefore, what is the value here? Therefore, p equal to 3 is the solution. Is the solution. Okay, copy this. Right, children, I hope you understood that today's class, what is an equation, how to solve an equation, how to find the value of the variable. Okay, will satisfy the given equation. That already we discussed. So today's homework is complete exercise 4.1. That is in question number 1, 2, 3. These 3 questions you need to complete. That is today's homework. Right children, thank you. Have a great day.